The Olmec civilization, one of the earliest and most influential cultures of Mesoamerica, flourished between approximately 1200 BC and 400 BC along the tropical lowlands of the Gulf Coast of present-day Mexico, primarily in the modern states of Veracruz and Tabasco. Often referred to as the mother culture of Mesoamerica, the Olmecs established complex societal structures, religious practices, and artistic traditions that would deeply influence later civilizations such as the Maya, Zapotecs, and Aztecs. Their settlements were strategically located in fertile regions with abundant rivers, allowing for a thriving agricultural economy that supported a growing population. The most significant Olmec centers were San Lorenzo, which emerged as the earliest major site around 1200 BC, and Venta, which became the dominant religious and political hub after San Lorenzo's decline. These centers were marked by large earthen mounds, ceremonial platforms, and intricate carvings, testifying to the Olmecs' advanced construction and organizational capabilities. Olmec society was likely hierarchical, with an elite class that held both political and religious power, overseeing vast construction projects and ritual activities. Rulers were not only seen as political figures but also as intermediaries between the gods and their people, reinforcing a theocratic system in which spiritual authority played a crucial role in governance. Their religious beliefs were deeply intertwined with nature and the cosmos, and they venerated a pantheon of deities associated with animals, fertility, and the underworld. Among the most significant was the jaguar god, a powerful supernatural entity symbolizing strength, transformation, and the forces of nature. The frequent depictions of were-jaguars, figures that appear to be hybrids between humans and jaguars, suggest that these creatures had special religious significance, possibly representing shamans undergoing spiritual metamorphosis. Another central deity was the maize god, reflecting the vital importance of maize as the staple crop that sustained their civilization. Shamanism played a fundamental role in Olmec religion, with spiritual leaders believed to possess the ability to communicate with gods and spirits through rituals, visions, and transformation into animal forms. Their ceremonies likely included bloodletting, offerings, and early forms of the sacred ball game, which would later become a defining feature of Mesoamerican cultures. Art and monumental sculpture stand among the most enduring legacies of the Olmec civilization. The most famous of their artistic creations are the colossal stone heads, massive basalt sculptures reaching up to 3 meters in height and weighing over 20 tons. These heads, thought to depict rulers or warriors, feature distinctive facial features such as broad noses, full lips, and helmet-like headdresses, suggesting that they were portraits of actual individuals, possibly commemorating influential leaders. In addition to these colossal heads, the Olmecs created altars, ceremonial thrones, and intricately carved jade figurines, demonstrating a remarkable skill in working with both hard stone and precious materials. Jade, in particular, held great spiritual significance and was used in masks, amulets, and elaborate ornaments. Their architectural achievements included the construction of large earthen pyramids and platforms, precursors to the great stone temples that later civilizations would build. These structures suggest a highly organized society capable of mobilizing large labor forces to complete monumental projects, an indication of centralized authority and complex societal organization. The Olmec economy was primarily based on agriculture, with maize, beans, squash, and cacao serving as staple crops, but they also engaged in extensive trade networks that connected them with distant regions of Mesoamerica. Through these networks, they exchanged valuable commodities such as jade, obsidian, rubber, and feathers, facilitating cultural diffusion and spreading their influence across vast distances. This extensive trade played a crucial role in the dissemination of Olmec artistic styles and religious symbols, many of which reappeared in later civilizations. In addition to their economic activities, the Olmecs may have been among the first Mesoamerican peoples to develop a form of writing, as evidenced by the enigmatic cascadule block, which features a series of glyph-like symbols that some scholars believe represent an early form of script. Their understanding of astronomy and timekeeping also laid the groundwork for the sophisticated calendar systems that later civilizations, particularly the Maya, would refine and expand upon. Despite their remarkable achievements, the Olmec civilization experienced a decline around 400 BC, with the abandonment of major centers like Venta. The reasons for their downfall remain uncertain, but scholars suggest that environmental changes, deforestation, depletion of resources, internal conflicts or external invasions may have contributed to their decline. However, while the Olmec cities fell into ruin, their cultural legacy endured. Many of their artistic motifs, religious concepts, and architectural innovations were absorbed and adapted by subsequent civilizations, ensuring that their influence persisted long after their disappearance. The Maya, Zapotecs, and later the Aztecs all inherited aspects of Olmec culture, from religious iconography to ceremonial practices, cementing their role as the foundational civilization of Mesoamerica. The Olmecs, though shrouded in mystery, remain one of the most fascinating and significant cultures of the ancient world, their colossal stone heads and enigmatic symbols standing as enduring testaments to their ingenuity and lasting impact.